What's up, everybody? It's me, one and only JOD, back with another builder. I did have somebody actually request a Sean Taylor build, and unironically, he was already a part of my dream team sequence. He played at the University of Miami. First thing you got to do is get the height and weight right. About 6'2", 230. Now, to me, first thing you got to have for Sean Taylor is double backbreaker. I know most people are like, well, why are you going backbreaker, and one backbreaker, one tackler? Nah, Sean Taylor is we're not worried about wrapping people up on a build like this. We're absolutely coming to come downhill and eliminate somebody. He was a good zone coverage safety, so we will give him one patroller and give him one speedster. He wasn't the fastest, but he was fast. And this is what the build would look like at 85. Summary, it says right now, but without adding everything, it says he's a wide receiver, strong safety, bench player on offense, pro bowler on defense. I think anybody who's ever seen Sean Taylor would probably agree 100% that he's a pro bowler. Let's try and get that to superstar, though. Take the build straight to 85. This is what it would look like at 85 overall. Now, because you do have to play both sides in the game, we're going to make him a running back. So we're going to go double bruiser because at the end of the day, with Sean Taylor, he catches a pick, he's going to throw a stiff arm, he's going to run you over. Absolute man amongst boys. He could do it all. I believe he even played like running back in high school. If I'm not mistaken. I think Clinton Portis said that in the interview. I mean, I'm young enough to where I've seen him play, but I wouldn't have seen his high school tape or like anything of him playing in high school. But I do know that I can't confirm it, but I do think that he played running back in high school. Now we are going to give him one glue hands just so it's easier to catch picks. And then we're going to give him a lane stuffer. Like, this isn't usually the type of stuff that you put on a safety build. And now we'll probably take off glue hands. Probably go with this is a tough one. I want to say skyscraper because that's more like snagging on people. And I definitely want to increase his jumping because he's already heavy at 230. So you definitely want to add the ability of being able to like really go and jump on people. Yeah, we're looking at 85 truck, 85 stiff arm, 85 power run, 94 downhill running. For somebody that's 230, he has 83 jump, 75 speed, 78 strength, 92 hit power. I mean, we're talking about somebody that will literally just go and crush anybody in front of them while still being able to contribute on offense. Now, for the badges, I don't necessarily want to say that like you can be more selfish with this type of build, especially if you're playing strong safety. If your team runs like a lot of the cover 3 looks, and you're the guy that's playing the curl flats or the strong flats, and if it's like match, and you sometimes play like the zone into a man type look, I think that this is more of the perfect build for that. You could cover tight ends, you can cover some of the slower receivers, definitely can cover running backs. But let's get into the badges. If you're going to be at running back, you definitely want your entire offensive line's run blocking being up. And then put tamer because you want your quarterback to be protected. Now, coverage, I would probably say increase the zone coverage a little bit. Definitely the ball hawk. Definitely the recovery. And then the last two, I would put in the lurk so the whole defense can have better zone coverage. Sometimes you don't have to be as selfish with a build like this, but yeah, we want maximum blocks, right? We don't want receivers or tight ends to come up trying to block us. Put some solidified in there so we can't be cut blocked. Armbar to avoid the punishment. Again, this build has no passing in it. Not even going to look at the passing stuff. Going to give that +6 in strength and in speed. Gonna go probably +4 in jumping, +4 in acceleration. And then, as a DB, you do need that extra strafe speed in case you do ever end up playing those cover two looks where you have to back up and just read the field. Now, as far as receiving goes, again, this is really meant to be like a running back on offense. So let's add up miraculous catch because why not? And then increase the run after catch. That's always uber important. And then go getter so we can go catch those high passes. Now rushing, this is where he would shine. Probably go gold on breaking loose. Probably gold on tunnel vision. Gold on freight train. Hall of Fame on stiff arm, and we'll add bunnies because hurdling people is always hilarious. It's not my personal go-to move, but whenever somebody gets hurdled, especially getting hurdled in this game, when I tell you it's the most painful thing that ever happens to you, but why not? Again, special teams. It's not meant to be a special teamer, so I'll probably add it to something that like quick, like quirky bounce. So like I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but this is what the build's actually here for. Devastator. We're gonna go Goat Devastator, Goat Dislodger, and Goat Fair Tactic. The rest don't matter because of how high the tackling is. That generally we're gonna be able to scare people off from throwing around us after the first forced fumble, or we could probably go all of these to Hall of Fame and put Ripper at Hall of Fame, and then put like Silver on Hulk, so nobody falls forward, and we can just stand guys up and make sure that they go back. All right, now that the build's finished, it's saying it's a Pro Bowler on offense, a superstar on defense. I mean, when you're talking about Sean Taylor, he was in fact a Pro Bowler for the vast majority of his career. May God rest his soul. How do y'all feel? Y'all think like the pure backbreaker is too much, or does he need more bruiser? Does he need more backbreaker? Should I have went backbreaker and tackler? Should I have went more zone coverage or more man coverage? I feel like for the most part, like this totally encapsulate what Sean Taylor is. Like on offense, he would be a good running back. On defense, he's a lights out, knock everything down, strong safety. I mean, 92 hit power in this game is ridiculous. And if you are able to successfully land off those hit sticks, I landed off a couple on my during the first closed beta that I was in. I played like running back and linebacker, and then I had like a receiver DB, and then I had like a running back DB. The running back linebacker, when I was able to land several hit sticks, and sometimes when you perfectly time them, the ball does get dislodged from the guy that you're hitting. So that's why I went double backbreaker, because it is something in this game that where if you hit guys who don't have high carrying, they're gonna drop the ball.